Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So my name's Katie and today we're going to be doing my September TBR. So yeah, I'm just going to be talking about all the books I'm planning on reading in September because that's what TBR is. Obviously this TBR will probably be way more ambitious than what I will actually achieve. But yeah, I like to be ambitious and now I'm working full time. Yeah, I've been finding during the week I don't have much energy for reading, like when I get in from work. More just like I like to just read like smutty Kindle romances rather than anything that actually requires focus. But I have still been reading like a lot on the weekends and stuff. So yeah, there's lots of books I want to get to this month that I'm excited for. So the first one and the most exciting is Known the Ninth, which is coming out on the 13th of September. And I cannot wait for this one. Obviously I'm a huge fan of Gideon and Harrow and the Locked Tomb series in general. And yeah, I've been anticipating Nona for like ever since Harry came out basically. Well, at first we thought it was going to be Alecto, but now it's 4 books. So anyway, but I've been excited for this book for a long time. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I have the audiobook pre-ordered because I love the audiobooks for the Locked Tomb. So yeah, I'm very excited for that one. I have absolutely no clue what it's going to be about. I feel like every book in the Locked Tomb series kind of has a different like focus and like a completely different vibe almost. But from what I've seen and like the cover and everything just makes me so excited for it. Can't wait to meet Noodle, who is this little dog thing. Yeah, just very exciting. So yeah. And then another very anticipated release is Babel by Kuang, which is out on the 1st of September, I believe, in the UK. But I have the audiobook arc from NetGalley, which I've just started listening to, but I'm only like a couple of hours in, and it's like a 21 hour long audiobook, which was longer than I was expecting. But yeah, and this one is like, it's kind of like historical fiction with a little bit of fantasy, I think, following this character called Robin, who is half Chinese, half English, and he's brought from China to the UK by his like father. It's not very clear yet if he is actually his father, if he's just like a guardian anyway. And brought up in England and then goes to Oxford to study linguistics, I think. And I think there's a lot of focus in the book on like language and kind of etymology and that kind of stuff, and like translation as well, though I haven't really got to that bit yet. But I think it's going to be really interesting. And Kuang is a great writer as well, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. And then some other arcs I want to get to because I just can't say no to arcs. What ones do I have? So I have Foul Lady Fortune by Kuang, which is like the spin-off series from These Violent Delights and Our Violent Ends, and I think it follows one of the characters from that series, Rosalind, who's like the main character's cousin in the original ones. And I think it's like set in the 1920s or 1930s maybe, and it's a bit of like a spy thriller type thing. It sounds good, and I feel like Kuang's books are just a lot of fun, so I think I will enjoy that one. And then we also have One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, I think, and I just started this one as well, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I have no clue what I was expecting, but it's kind of giving me like For the Wolf vibes. So it's following this character who's like got this like demon in her brain basically, and she grows up in this like town in the woods, and there's a king and like the princes, and then the captain of the guard, she has sort of an altercation with him, and then they are trying to collect these like magic cards, which is like part of the magic in the world. And it seems like it's going to be a bit of a romance, and like the creepy woodsy vibes just all seem so good, and I feel like it's the perfect book for going into September. So yeah, I'm very excited to read the rest of that one. Then we also have The Atlas Paradox. I feel like we're very in like September vibes here for this TBR. And this is the sequel to The Atlas 6. I mean, I like The Atlas 6, I'm not obsessed with it, but I think, yeah, I was curious enough to read the sequel, so I'm gonna be getting to that one. I have an arc of it. I don't know when. I don't think it's maybe out till October. It might be out late September. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to see, because I feel like the main thing I liked about the Alice 6 is like the character dynamics between each character. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of that and like what changes and whether there's going to be any relationships. So yeah. Then we also have Notorious Sorcerer, which to be honest I only requested because of the name of this one. It sounds really cool and like the cover's cool as well. And it was on the like Orbit Press newsletter, so it sounded good. And I'm not 100% sure what it's about really, but I think it's about this like sorcerer alchemist working in the city, and I don't know if he's like a bit hard on his luck or something, or he's trying to get jobs, or like he gets involved in the kingdom's politics or something. But anyway, it sounds like it's going to be like a fun epic-y fantasy. I love like alchemy and that kind of thing, like sorcery, and like the kind of outcasty character who's like got magic but and wants to use it for like helping people or for their own agenda even, but like no one wants them. I don't know if I'm explaining it, if that made any sense whatsoever, but that those kind of vibes I think will be good, so I'm looking forward to that one as well. And then not fantasy, but I do want to read Cat Sebastian's Regency Imposters. I think that's what the series is called. So there's like Unmasked by the Marquis, which I have actually started, and I don't know why I never carried on because I really loved like the start of it. I really loved. And the female main character is called Charity, and like I'm a complete simp for her already. But yeah, so I want to read that one. And then there's like A Duke in Disguise and another one that I can't remember the name of, but a similar sounding title. Because it's been a while since I read some historical romance actually. I was like super into it earlier in the year. But it's been a while, like probably about a month and a half. But yeah, I haven't read any in ages, so I want to get to them as well. Also, I was sent this by Orbit in the post, which I'm actually really excited for, and this is Ruination by Anthony Reynolds. And I believe he is the author who wrote like the ooh, that's so cool. The author that wrote The Martyr and the, oh maybe not. I thought it was the same author who wrote like The Martyr and the Pariah and the Blood Song. No, that's Anthony Ryan. Oh well. Anyway, so this is a book that's based, I think, on like League of Legends, which I don't even know what that is. I assume it's the video game, but I know the Arcane series on Netflix is like based on it as well, which I have started watching. I'm only about 3 episodes in, but yeah, it sounds cool, so I thought it just like sounds like, you know, like epic fantasy. And I quite like books that sort of read almost, I mean, I don't think I've ever played video games in my life, but I do quite like books that feel like they're almost like a video game. Like, you know, the series by Nicholas Eames, Kings of the Wild and Bloody Rose, I really like them, and they feel almost a bit game-like. So I think I will enjoy this. Let's read the synopsis. I don't even know the synopsis, but it did, before we do that, it comes with this cool bookmark that like changes. That's so cool. Anyway, yeah, it's been, I used to have these all the time. I don't know if you can hear that noise, but that just brings back childhood memories. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, let's read the synopsis. So, upside down. So it says, Camavor is a brutal land with a bloody legacy. Where the Empire's knights go, slaughter follows. Callista seeks to change that. When her young and narcissistic uncle Viego becomes king, she vows to temper his destructive instincts as his loyal confidant, advisor and military general. But her plans are thwarted when an assassin's poisoned blade strikes Viego's wife, Isolde? Don't know how to pronounce that. Afflicting her with a malady for which there is no cure. As Isolde's condition worsens, Viego descends into madness and grief. Oh, I love a mad king. Threatening to drag Camvor down with him. Callista makes a desperate gambit to save the kingdom. She searches for the long-lost Isles. Rumoured to hold the Queen's salvation if only Callista can find them. But corruption grows in the Blessed Isles capital, where a vengeful warden seeks to ensnare Callista in his cruel machinations. She will be forced to choose between her loyalty to Viego. It's actually really hard to read out a synopsis. And and doing what she knows is right, for even in the face of utter darkness, one noble act can shine a light that saves the world. I have so much respect for audiobook narrators, honestly. It's so hard just to narrate that little bit. But yeah. Oh, look at that. I always love a good dust jacket design. Oh, that's not a dust jacket design, naked cover design. But there is a really cool, look how cool that is. I don't know if you can see it because of the ring light, but that is cool. See what that's like. And it looks like, I don't know, from the sounds of it, I feel like it's going to be like a quick, you know, like some fantasy books that are really long, or like chunky, like epic fantasy can like be what I would consider like chunky fantasy. That's like a long book but takes ages to get through. I mean, it's still good, but it's just, you have to dissect it. But then other like big fantasy books you can just like read really fast. And I feel like this, I don't think it's even that long, but I think it seems like it's going to be like a read fast kind of book. So that's that one. And then I do really want to try and get to the second House of Earth and Blood book by Sarah J Maas. No, what's it called? Oh, second Crescent City book, House of Sky and Breath. The first one's called House of Earth and Blood. I feel like I've heard mixed things on this, but I do want to read it, and I have it, and I think it's just sat there teasing me, and like I feel like Sarah J Maas is very easy to read kind of stuff, so I think I will enjoy reading that in the evening. And I guess it is sort of trashy, smutty romance, so that's what I've been in the mood for in the evening. So yeah, yeah, so they're all the books I'm planning on reading in September. Let me know in the comments books you're planning to read in September. I'd really love to know, or if you've read or are planning to read any of the books in this video. Yeah, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I hope everyone is having a really great day, and I will see you next time.